info time. If you're interested in attracting money and wealth, and you want to discover the friggin' treasure house within you, this is the live that you want to watch. I'm looking over here because right next to me is an actual treasure chest that I bought at a, what is it called? Place that sells all antiques. An estate sale place. And I never realized it until actually 5 minutes before I sat here that I'm like, I have a treasure chest right here that is Grand Rising family. I have a treasure chest right here that is a symbol of the treasure house within every single one of us, because that is how you attract anything that you want, is realizing that you have to tap into the treasure house that is within. So I actually have a treasure chest sitting right here, and it has abundance of greenery flowing out of it. I'm actually going to show you guys because this is important. So it's overflowing. You guys can see all my books here. It's overflowing with green. What does that mean? It means abundance, right? So that is a beautiful representation of the way that I choose to live my life, is to have symbolism all over my spaces. Subliminally. You know what I mean? I actually just realized, I'm like, okay, yeah. So the treasure house within us. If we want to tap into abundance. Okay, I gave homework a couple weeks ago to just say all the time, I'm a money magnet. I'm a money magnet. And I've been doing that myself. The last week, every day, I'm a money magnet. I'm a money magnet. And things are unfolding very strangely that are proving that I'm a money magnet. So the very simplest way is to start reprogramming the mind. From a lack mindset to like, oh, I'm so broke, I can't afford this, everything's so expensive, to I'm a money magnet. Money will start to come from places that you cannot conceive of. Why? When you start to tap into the energetic frequency of money and abundance, it just starts to flow to you. Someone sent me a DM that someone owed them money or something for like years, and all of a sudden they were saying, I'm a money magnet, I'm a money magnet, I'm a money magnet. And the person called them and said, hey, I wanted to give you back the money that I borrowed from you. So it can come from anywhere, unexpected money. Sometimes it's not from a good space, but other times it's from just the completely most unexpected place. What's up, everybody? So just by you repeating, I'm a money magnet, gets you into the mindset of the attraction of money, gets you into the vibration of just money or abundance. Every single day, utilize the time when you're driving in your car. I'm going to give you an example. The other day, I had a really important meeting, and I'm driving in my car before it. And I literally am in my car by myself, I shit you not, screaming that I am a money magnet and I am a multi-millionaire. Screaming. And I'm not kidding, I'm yelling it. If anybody was driving next to me, they're like, I think maybe we should call somebody. The meeting went well, and it pushed me in the direction that I needed to go in, that I didn't know that I needed to go in. So just by simply, Julie, happy Friday, stating these things. Tony Robbins talked about doing incantations. I think he still does them. And he'd be in his car and he'd be yelling the things that he wants to attract to himself. Demanding. You're demanding. So everything is energy, right? If you're demanding things from the universe or the universal energy or the universal frequency of abundance, of love, or whatever it is that you're calling in. Feeling is the secret to manifestation. So if you're yelling in your car and you're just so happy and you're so excited about this thing that you want to attract, you are beginning to align with that frequency or energy. In the same respect, if you're so mad and you're so angry about something, and in your head, you're yelling, you're having this conversation with somebody, you're telling somebody off, or you're saying, I can't believe that this happened to me. You are also tapping into the energy field of those things of lack. So it works either way. You get to choose. We get to choose. The light is aligning. You get to choose how your world is going to show up for you. It's not the other way around. It's not something happens to me and I react. It's I react and something happens to me. That is key. Mary Beth. Mary Robustelli in the house. We got Amy this morning. So again, it's not something happens to me that's unfortunate and I react. I am already creating the energy of something, and then that something happens to me as a result of my energy and frequency coming out of me. So if I'm miserable all the time, I'm constantly complaining all the time, I'm already living the misery in here. And then the misery just shows up out there and it proves you're not worthy. You're not lovable. You're always alone. You're always sick. You never feel great. And then we blame the things on the outside for the bad things happening, when we have to realize and take responsibility of the energy that we're actually putting out and projecting into the world that's only just given to us back. It's like, hey, you lost something. I think you lost this, having no money. I just wanted to give you more reasons you don't have money. Car breaks down. A rock hits your windshield. Someone breaks your front window at your house. A storm happens and you have a leak. So when we understand the significance of our energy and how amazing it actually can be for our reality and to help create it, things start to change. I have 4 tabs today. Do you think we're going to get to all 4? Probably not, because I talk too much. Okay, we're going to go to Your Right to Be Rich. So this is from Think Yourself Rich. This is one of my favorite books about abundance. Think Yourself Rich, of course, it's from Joseph Murphy. I'm going to tell you a quick story about this. I ordered this from Amazon. I don't remember how much it was. It was very cheap, though. The book cost is $12. It says it on the back of the book. But this came from, it was a used book. Someone sold this gem for $3.49. Thank you, Karen. Like, I'm telling you, this is the greatest book that I have on attracting money. Someone at some bookstore sold it for $3.49. Crazy. You are right to be rich. It is normal and natural for you to want to achieve success, recognition, and prosperity in your life. You ought to have all the money you need to do what you want to do when you want to do it. There is no virtue in poverty. Karen is a legend, Joe. Poverty is a mental disease that should and could be abolished from the face of the earth. That is the key sentence right there. Poverty is a mental disease. How? How is poverty a mental disease? What you think you become. So if you're constantly thinking, oh my God, I'm so broke. I wish I could go, I can't afford that. Must be nice you have money to do whatever you want. If you have a mindset like that, I just wish I could do this, but I only have this amount of money. You're living in a space of lack. Poverty is a mental disease. Just like people say that people heal themselves of their own illnesses. Why? Because it is a disease of the mind that becomes physical. It is discovering the treasure house within you. So you can literally open up the treasure chest and pick out whatever you want. If you pick out a penny and you use that and say, here's a penny, that's all that I can afford. That's what your life is going to be. You're going to be penny pinching for your whole life. But if you reach into the treasure chest, you dig all the way at the bottom and you find $1 million bill, and you're like, oh, this looks good. I'm going to tap into this energy. The money is going to start to flow to you effortlessly. Poverty is a mental disease. If you constantly think negatively about money and how you never have it, you will never have it. Change the mindset about money or anything, and your reality starts to change. Poverty is a mental disease. Just as wealth is a state of mind, likewise, poverty is a state of mind. If we want to eradicate all the slums in the world, we must first wipe out the mental slums created in people's minds by their belief in poverty and lack. Are we following this, everybody? Gypsy and the Wolf. I love that name. That makes me happy. That just represents freedom to me. Gypsy and the wolf. I love that. That's a good name for a clothing line. I love it. Okay. During my many years of private counseling, as well as when talking with people following my lectures around the world, I constantly hear the same comment from people. The only thing holding me back is my lack of money. There's nothing that 50,000 or 100,000 would not cure in my life. What these people fail to realize is that their own focus on what they lack is creating their poverty. If I just had $10,000, if I just had $500,000 to start this business. Do you see? Thanks, Joe. Do you see how that will create the lack? Because you're thinking about how you don't have it. If you come from the mindset of money comes to me effortlessly, even if you have $5 left in your bank account. Money comes to me easily. What did I do last night? The people that clean my apartment, they're so cute, they're great. They're coming today, and this place is a disaster. So does anybody ever clean their space before someone comes to actually clean it? I decided I am getting rid of every article of clothing that I don't even look at. Oh, maybe nope, out. Maybe I'll have this, nope, out. There is literally a pile this high of clothing and even the shoes. Why? Because I want to get rid of all the things that are holding energy in my space, that are just holding energy in my space. If I'm not utilizing something, it's just stuck energy. In the same way that if we don't get rid of the things in our mind that are just sitting there and they're just stuck energy, taking up space, what you think you become. Who is Valker? Can you please explain who this is? I don't know who this is. So we want to clear our physical space of things that we don't need because it is holding on to energy. And doesn't it feel great when you do your spring cleaning and you get rid of so much stuff? Why does it feel so good? Because you are getting rid of stuck energy that's in the space that should not be there. You have to do the same thing with your mind. There are plenty of thoughts and beliefs that should not be there, that are not true. But the more that they stay in your mind, the more that you think about and dwell upon these things, they clutter your mind. And then your reality becomes cluttered with these things that you think of. I need to do that with clothes and other items in my house. I'm working on it. Just do it. I didn't want to do it. I didn't feel like doing it. I'm like, you know what? I'm done. All this shit has to go. Most things have tags on it, never wore, but I'm like, I just don't resonate with this anymore. Gotta go. Give it to someone else that needs it. I don't care if they sell it. I don't care if they make money from it. I don't care what happens to it. I want to give it to people that need it more than I do. Or that would maybe just cherish it more than I would. Decluttering your space, decluttering your mind. It is the right of you and your family to have healthy, nourishing food, good clothes, a comfortable home, and the money you need to buy the good things of life. You need the time every day for meditation, prayer, relaxation, recreation, and places that make these necessities possible. What's the guy's name? I don't remember his name, but he was saying you should be able to afford to pay people to do things that you just shouldn't make time to do. Like cleaning. I hate cleaning. So, thank you, God, that I have enough money that I could pay someone to clean my place. So that it doesn't take up my energy to have to do it. Because then I can focus my other energy on finishing my ebook, which I have not done. Or focusing on the things that I should be focusing on. So there is nothing wrong. A lot of people frown upon money and people that have so much money. Are there people that do the wrong things with money? Are there people that are greedy and even low vibrational with money? Absolutely. But it is the right of you and your family to have healthy, nourishing food, good clothes, a comfortable home, and the money you need to buy the good things of life. God doesn't want us to come here and be living in poverty. I will, BJ, I will. I will do it. The true meaning of prosperity does not lie in having more things. The true meaning of prosperity does not lie in having more things. Just because you're wealthy and you have, I also read last night, about people that have sudden wealth. That they become very stressed with sudden wealth because they don't know what to do with it. It's more decisions that they have to make. It's people asking them for money now. I have many more decisions to make. Like, what am I going to do with this money? Am I making the right investment? It becomes more stressful when you all of a sudden inherit money that you didn't have before, right? So the true meaning of prosperity does not lie in having more things. It doesn't mean going on a shopping spree and buying 5 Lamborghinis and buying every article of clothing. I don't want all that shit. And if you do, that's up to you. And that's not to be judgmental. But for myself, having tons and tons of money is just allowing me to create more things that other people can utilize. That's going to better and enrich their lives. It means that you begin to advance mentally, spiritually, and intellectually as well as socially and financially. I was talking to my sister-in-law about something for my nephew, and I said, I want him to be around, he's 20, he's going to be 21, I want him to be around wealthy people, I want him to be around entrepreneurs, I want him to be around all these type of people so that he learns from them, he absorbs that energy. When I was 17, I started dancing professionally for the Philadelphia 76ers. That took me so much out of my comfort zone at that young age because I was now working for a huge corporation for the NBA. I now had to really step my game up as a human and how I acted and the way that I spoke and the way that I presented myself or carried myself to dance as a professional dancer that was representing the NBA, $1 billion corporation. So I had that luxury of being around people that had all these different experiences in life that I didn't have. Instead of going to a dance studio in the city, I was now coming up to the suburbs and I was just exposed to like something totally different, even though it wasn't far from me. But I had the experience of that and the learning experience of being around people that had more than I did, that knew more than I knew. So to have money to be able to do those things for your children or for your family or for whomever is our birthright. Abundance is your birthright. And when you get into the mindset of, I want to be able to give people this kind of experience, I want to be able to have this experience myself, there's nothing wrong with having wealth. And that's the mindset that we're taught, is that poverty is virtuous. No, the hell it ain't. Moving on to the second page. Maybe I'm going to get through all 4 today. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I was consulted by a woman, Bettina, who told me that she had been the victim of a series of misfortunes. We all know people that no matter what day of the week it is, something bad happens to them. And you're just like, oh my God, I don't want to answer the phone because something bad definitely happened and I don't feel like dealing with this shit today. Who knows a person like that? Tell me in the comments section. After a bitter divorce that left her in charge of 2 preschool children, her former husband moved across country and stopped paying child support. She owned a home, but she was carrying both a first and second mortgage. Her one credit card was near its limit. She had a regular job and also did after hours work, but all the money that came in went out immediately. It was a constant struggle simply to put food on the table. She stayed awake nights wondering what she would do if she or one of the kids would fall sick. As she put it, her life was a total mess. She's speaking that into existence every single day. I explained to her that the infinite intelligence within her subconscious could reveal to her everything she needed to know at all times, the treasure house within you. She could receive inspiration, guidance, new creative ideas, and a solution to her financial problems. I added that once she developed the ability to use her subconscious correctly, it would also provide all the money that she needed. She would experience financial freedom beyond her wildest dreams. Every person here can also experience financial freedom beyond their wildest dreams. We all have the ability to do this. To put this process into motion, I offered Bettina 2 abstract ideas. Wealth and work. Switched locations, and now he complains his coworkers are too friendly. You see, there's just some people that can't be helped. As we talked, she came to understand that wealth is everywhere. Good, Joe. Absolutely. Cut the people out of your life for the better. Like all of us, she was born to succeed, to win in the game of life, because once she tapped into that infinite power, she cannot fail. At my suggestion, she began a program of spiritual exercises every night before she went to sleep. She set aside a quiet time in which she repeated slowly, feelingly, and with deep understanding. Look how simple this is. Wealth, success. Wealth, success. Wealth, success. So before she got this exercise, she was using the most powerful and important time of the day to manifest, which is as you fall asleep, because the subconscious mind is most impressionable to ideas as you're falling asleep. So she was using that time to think about, how am I going to pay my bills? It's never going to happen. I don't have money. What if one of us gets sick? She's using the most important time to manifest the reality that she doesn't have enough money. Someone's going to get sick. How's she going to pay for it? Big difference. Now she's using that most important time to impress her subconscious mind with the two words, wealth, success. Wealth, success. She realized that whatever she impressed on her subconscious would be magnified and multiplied on the screen of space, right here. Just prior to sleep, our subconscious is particularly sensitive to whatever conscious thoughts we think. By focusing her consciousness on these two concepts, wealth, success, Bettina began to activate and release the latent powers of her subconscious. So when you do these things and when you say these words, you are unlocking the power and potential within you. In the same way, if you're thinking negatively the whole time, you're falling asleep. It's, oh my God, I've got so many bills to pay. Why didn't he call me? Why is she doing this to me? I'm never going to have what I want. Life sucks. I'm in so much pain. You're using that to manifest your reality. But instead, she's using two words. As she's falling asleep, wealth, success, wealth, success. The same thing when you're washing dishes, when you're taking a walk. I'm a money magnet. I'm a money magnet. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly every single day. I'm a money magnet. I'm a money magnet. Money falls from the sky. You're affirming these things. You're reprogramming the mind to know that wealth is easy, that money is easy. They say it's as easy as manifesting a penny as it is $1 million. Think about that. The reason we don't have these things is the emphasis we put on the level of difficulty that it is. If your whole life you believed money is so hard to make, think about making $1 million. Think about even making $10,000. For some people, like, oh my God, that's so hard to make. How am I ever going to do that? It is those beliefs and thoughts about money that's going to keep it from you. When she used it right, when used right, the subconscious never fails. Once appealed to, it meets our needs in unforeseen ways, regardless of circumstances. Bettina succeeded in putting away thoughts of poverty and stress while she concentrated on wealth and success. She succeeded in putting away thoughts of poverty and stress while focusing on wealth and success. One night, as she was in the middle of this exercise, her eye fell on a vase she'd inherited from her mother's. This is the good story, okay. As she was in the middle of this exercise saying wealth and success, her eye fell on a vase that she had inherited from her mother's older sister. Now, you have things, I have so many antiques all around here, I don't even pay attention to them. But for whatever reason, her intuition, the vase caught her eye, and intuitively she said, the next day on an impulse, she posted a description of the vase on an internet auction site. Within days, connoisseurs who recognized its rarity had bid the price up to over $7,000. So when I said earlier that money can literally come from anywhere? These doors behind me. She gave them to me. She was selling them for $3,000 for both of them. She gave them to me both for $800. These doors, God knows how old they are. I have no idea. They are solid wood with iron, whatever. I don't even know what they are. But these came from an estate that had 8 sets of these doors in their house. And who knows how old they are? I have no idea. These things could be worth like $1 million. I'm just giving an example. I have no idea, but this person had this vase in her house. She's like, you know what? I'm going to see how much this is worth. Let me put it on an auction site. And they were worth up over $7,000. And this is a really old book, so it was probably considered, a good amount of money at some point. I mean, for some people, $7,000, like, I'll take $7,000. But Bettina soon became a regular at yard sales and estate auctions. If a particular item caught her eye, she bought it, then offered it at auction on the internet. Within 3 months, her profits from buying and selling antiques and collectibles were so great, she was able to quit her regular job and do the buying and selling full time. So that's inspired action, right? I was just wondering about those doors. They're my favorite thing that I have in here. I didn't know where I was going to put them. I didn't think I was going to get them. I was like, Jen, you have to buy these. My sister has a big house. You have to buy these. She's like, where am I going to put them? Where am I going to put them? And I'm like, you know what? She's too slow. I don't care if she buys them or she doesn't. I'm buying them. It was like, they're going to go right behind my couch. I didn't even know if they were going to fit in here. But they did. But this woman took inspired action. That is what is called inspired action. She saw something and intuitively she went with it. So now this became her fortune. She was worried about how she was going to pay her bills. She was worried about if someone was going to get sick, I wouldn't have the money to pay for it. And now she does this full time, quit her job, and does something that she really likes and enjoys. The infinite intelligence within your subconscious can do for you only what it can do through you. Your thoughts and feelings control your destiny. It's never going to work out. Oh my God, I know I'm going to lose my job. This person's going to leave me. I know it. That is a manifestation. Your thoughts and feelings control your destiny. Because Bettina learned to place her faith in the unfailing power of her subconscious, she will never again find herself in material or spiritual need. That was the second one. We're on the third one. I have 4 tabs. I was like, I'm never going to get through all this. And I'm already on the third one. Hey. Okay. Where are we at here? I've carefully saved a wonderful letter I received from a woman named Serena who listened every morning to my radio program. She told me that her husband Robert had died a few months earlier of a heart attack. He was only 38. They'd often talked about buying life insurance, but the premiums were high. Money was tight, and there didn't seem to be any rush. As a result, she found herself a widow with a 10-year-old son, few marketable skills, a heavily mortgaged house, and practically nothing in the bank. She had to borrow money from her best friend to pay her husband's funeral expenses. Disaster seemed only days or weeks away. She wrote, I heard you quote from the Bible, but my God shall supply all your needs and according to his riches in glory. The words seemed to burn their way into my heart, and then you elaborated on this. You told us that if we tune in on the infinite within us, if we believe in our hearts that no matter what we really need to bless us, comfort us, provide us, or inspire us, the divine presence would respond. It is written, before they call, I will answer, and while they are yet speaking, I will hear. That's Isaiah 65:24. I sat down and began to think of God supplying my needs. I became convinced that he was hearing me as I prayed. A great sense of peace and harmony came over me, and about 2 hours later, I got a phone call from my brother-in-law in Seattle. He's a software engineer who had been very successful. He and my husband were close as children, but they weren't in touch much in recent years. I think Robert felt a little ashamed that he had not done as well in his career. Milt told me he felt devastated by the loss of my brother, and guilty as well. He had often thought about spending more time with us, but he had been so busy in his work that he had never felt that he was able to. And now it was too late. So he went on to say that he knew Robert and I had not been in the greatest financial shape, and he wanted to help. He was arranging to transfer a block of stock in his company to me. The dividends would be enough to cover our basic expenses. He was also setting up a trust to pay for my son's education. He promised that we would never be in want. All he asked in return was that we stay in touch and visit him from time to time. This person just put faith in the infinite storehouse, the subconscious mind. And out of nowhere, she got a call from her brother-in-law that said, I want to take care of you for the rest of your life. Anything that abundance is our birthright. Oh my God, we're getting onto the same exact area for weeks and found nothing. That is the difference. Like I always say, we could be living in the same reality as a person sitting next to us. And maybe my mindset is, oh my God, today's going to be so amazing. And all these great things start happening to me. Maybe we're waiting in line at the same place and someone says, hey, you can come over here and I'll help you. Something as simple as that. And the other person's mindset is, oh my God, I hate this store. I can't wait to get out of here. Get me away from people. I hate everybody. Life sucks and I never get the things that I want. We're in the same store at the same time. And maybe that person's waiting in the store for an extra hour. It is energy. It is vibration. It is real. The greatest secret in all the world is that God dwells in humans. The average person looks everywhere but within himself or herself for wealth, success, happiness, and abundance. God is the life principle, the infinite intelligence, and the infinite power within us. Available instantly to all people through the medium of their thought. I gave this example a million times. I manifested $5,000 in a matter of 3 hours. Because I was just doing an exercise on one of the, what the hell is his name? I love him. He's the older guy that does manifesting. I'll think of his name. But I was watching one of his exercises of manifesting money. And he wanted to put a dollar amount on it. He said, just say how much you want to manifest. I'm like, all right, I want to manifest 5,000. Just for fun. And within 3 hours, I found almost $6,000 in a bank account that I forgot about. So it was just like, you just don't know where things are going to come from. This woman had her brother-in-law just call and say, hey, I want it. It wasn't Bob Proctor. It was, I know. He always wears like neon colored glasses and like florally shirts. Somebody help me. He's a little flashy. And he's like an older guy. Damn it, why can't I remember? No, not Michael Beck. Poverty is a disease of the mind. Belief in poverty and lack produce lack and limitation. Wealth is a state of mind. Not Neville Goddard, not Wayne Dyer, not Joe Dispenza. He's old. What happened with Tigger? Tell us, Ben. I hope that he's okay. Not Dr. Joe Vitale. Somebody help me. He always wears like black frame glasses with like yellow or something. And he has like a genie bottle in the background on one of his things. Oh my God. That's going to make me crazy. But he has like 1 million followers on YouTube, this guy. He's been at this for a long time with manifestation. What is... Oh my God, this is going to drive me insane. Not Joseph Murphy. He's alive still. He hurt his back again. Can you, Ben, can you get him to a chiropractor? See if you can find a holistic vet that does chiropractic work. Maybe he needs that. Or acupuncture even. Ben, that would be great to get him patches. Why can't I think of this guy's name? It's going to make me crazy. If you lull yourself to sleep every night with 2 ideas, wealth and success, knowing that by repeating them, you're activating the latent powers of your deeper mind, you will be compelled to express wealth and success. Think yourself rich. It is your homework again this week. I heard from Libby. I heard from a couple of you guys about the money magnet. That money just starts to come from just anywhere. Whenever you're washing the dishes, you're walking outside, you're doing cleaning the house, when you're doing just mindless work, just repeat to yourself, I'm a money magnet, I'm a money magnet, I'm a money magnet. I'm telling you, I promise you, money's going to start to come from places you're like, oh my God, this is crazy. I'm still trying to think of this guy's name. I'm a money magnet, I'm a money magnet, I'm a money magnet, I'm a money magnet. Robert something. It's Robert something. Robert, can somebody help me? Robert. Oh my God. This is going to make me insane. Robert Zink. Oh my God, Jess. It's Robert Zink. That's your homework too. Go on YouTube and look up Robert Zink. I mean, he has thousands of videos. It's Robert Zink. Thank you, thank you, thank you. He helped me tremendously in the beginning of my manifestation journey. I love his content. It gets you in the state. Just watch Robert Zink. That's your homework. Your homework is repeating I'm a money magnet as often as you possibly can. And watching some high flyers. That's it. When we're flying high like an eagle, something. Oh my God. I'm going to have to watch his videos today. He calls everybody high flyers. That's right. Oh my God. Robert Zink. Look him up, please. He's going to change your life. Okay. I hope everybody has an amazing weekend. I'll see you on Monday. You're manifesting Mondays. I got to finish my ebook. It's called Shut Up and Manifest. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to shut up and manifest. Robert Zink, miracle something. Damn it, I can't. Okay, Robert Zink is your homework, and I'm a money magnet is your homework. And when you listen to any of his videos, or when you start to notice things with the I'm a money magnet, please send me a DM. I want to know. Exactly. Jewel, listen to Robert Zink while you're cleaning your barn. Absolutely. I have an appointment with my energy healer today. Always love seeing her. She communicates with Leo too, so I love bringing him with us because he communicates with her. Love you guys so much, and I'm also looking into the next retreat. So that is not, it's being planned. Let's just say that. The next retreat will be planned very soon, and I'll let you guys know I found a beautiful place, and hopefully it works out with pricing and everything. See you all on Monday.